Hello, greetings, beautiful souls. Coming to you from an autumn here in the UK. And yeah, sending you lots of love. Just a really quick one that I wanted to speak into that's always been within me and that I have been diving deep into for the past 2 years, since October 7th, and that is the genocide in Palestine. And I just wanted to speak into those who kind of don't really know much about the situation, but this is a call of action for you to dive deeper into learning about what is happening there, because I think in the spiritual modern capitalized spiritual world, there is this notion of love and light and, you know, low vibration. If it's low vibration, it isn't true. I choose the vibration that I'm in. There's an element of truth to that, but when we come back to reality and see what's really happening in the world, and you know what's happening in the world, I believe as a spiritual person, you have the moral obligation to do something, say something, do something in your power. It could be big, it could be small. You could go to a demonstration, you could write to your government, you could boycott. There's many different things that you could boycott against Israel, which is Israel, which is behind this genocide against the Palestinian people. Learn about the history. Learn about the Balfour Declaration, learn about Albert Systems, learn about the companies that are creating the bombs and the drones and that are getting sold to Israel to carry out these atrocities. Learn about it, just learn about it, and learn about your own history. For me personally, growing up in a family where history was very much talked about, my granddad of Scottish ancestry and my granny of Irish ancestry, they had their troubles they went through the north and the Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland, the bombings and the wars that went on there between the peoples and Scotland, and those wars that were perpetrated by the English leaders, and then the English leaders going into Scotland and with the clearances, going through the Highlands, burning houses down. Then also my background in the Solomon Islands through colonialism, growing up as a brown person in a white person's world, all these sorts of things as a fabric and the roots of my DNA and who I am and who my ancestors are. So because I have had a touch of experience of being the underdog or being of racism, all these sorts of things, I do have an understanding and an empathy because I am also human and I see what these Palestinian people have been going through, and I feel that, and that causes me to take action. But if you've never really experienced any sort of hardship in your life, like that hardship, or how should I say it, like if you've never been the underdog, or if you've never been ostracized against, or gone through any racism, or gone through another people's taking over your land, you may not feel what that's like. But I know you are human, and when human sees another human and other people suffering, there's something that happens within you that calls you to take action in some way, shape or form. So I will be going to London this Saturday to demonstrate for Palestine as the situation continues to get worse. It is now officially called a genocide. It has been called that for a while now, but the officials, I read the other day, are officially calling it that. So, if you choose to, of course, you can live in your little bubble of love and light, and whatever's happening on the other side of the world doesn't affect me. But is that because your nervous system can't handle what's happening somewhere else? Which is completely cool. If that's the case, totally look after yourself, look after your nervous system. But I do think it is important to understand that we can't just love and light ourselves out of everything, because it's all a mirror. What happens within is what happens on the externally, and if we continue to pretend that the darkness is not happening on the outside with Palestine, with Congo, with Sudan, then we're not actually seeing our deeper shadows within. And if we're not seeing the deeper shadows on the outside, we're not seeing the deeper shadows within, we're actually not evolving spiritually. And I believe spirituality is the whole spectrum of the dark and the light, and seeing them both to really elevate yourself. Because also what I believe is the darker the roots, the higher the branches, the higher you can reach to the heavens, the deeper you go. So this is a call out to you to come and join me if you're in London, to march, to demonstrate for the beautiful souls of Palestine, those that have died, those that have suffered, those that are continuing to suffer. I could go into all the atrocities that are happening, but I give that responsibility to you, for you to dive deeper into that, and to dive deeper into the history. So yeah, that's what I just wanted to speak into today, about Palestine, mostly the genocide, and also the darkness. That it is important to face the reality of the darkness that is happening outside of us, because that is also a reflection of what's happening within us. And in order to elevate our soul and our soul's growth and our spirituality, we must see the darkness. So have a beautiful day, dear souls. Love you all. Mwah. Free Palestine. Saoirse, Phalaistin.